Robin Shockley with the Focus Forward with Robin Show, and we are here at the Regina Sunshine Global Network, located at 4040 Chapel Hill Road in Douglasville, Georgia. We have got an exciting show to take place today. We got some awesome guests that are coming on, and I just want to say a few announcements to just let people know what I'm wearing today. If you like my jewelry pieces, compliments of Just My Flow by Mata Crawford, and I'm wearing the March jewelry from the calendar that she was in, and what's actually for her business. So if you're interested in the piece that I'm wearing, it is for sale. All you have to do is contact me or Miss Mata, who's going to be a guest on my show just a little bit later. So if you're interested in knowing anything about my show, I would love to give it to you. All you have to do is reach out to me on the focusforwardrobin.com website, and you can email me at r.shockley18@gmail.com, or connect with me on Instagram, Robin Shockley, or Facebook, Robin Shockley, or Focus Forward Robin page on Facebook. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to have our very first guest, and she has got an amazing message to share with us about her Pit to Purpose story, Miss Cassia, and I'm excited to have her on the show, so we'll be right back. To the Focus Forward Robin Show at the Regina Sunshine Global Network here in Douglasville, Georgia. We have our very first guest with us, Miss Cassia.
Yes.
Yes, we're so glad to have you here. I'm going to read a little bit about you, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. This is just an informal show where we do a lot of table talking, we chatter, and we get together, and I just want our viewers to know a little bit about who you are, okay?
Awesome.
All right. Cassia Lipford has lived in the Douglas County community for more than 15 years, where she raised 2 sons and a daughter, who just started her freshman year at the University of West Georgia. She has served on numbers of years of the PTAs with her children's schools, as well as the board of one of Douglas County's largest subdivisions. She is on the committee of the Douglas County Partners in Education, a diplomat with the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce, and a committee member for Douglasville B2 B, and recently appointed to the WellStar Douglas Hospital Regional Health Board. She has consistently been involved in countless areas of motivative community and family engagement. In her professional life, she has spent more than 20 years in financial services management until her position was eliminated, which allowed her to create Beyond the Front Porch, and local organization that allows her to share her passion for learning through educational field trips with all school-aged children, while especially providing for those who may not be financially able to go on their own. This year marks 6 years of Beyond the Front Porch serving our students. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Yes, it sounds like you are doing some exciting things.
Well, you had the field trip lady in person sitting here at the table with
I
you.
love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what, this show today for this month of December, because you know this is the holidays, it is Christmas,
Right.
it is the spirit of giving, and we're going to talk about, you know, the community outreach, the things that we do in the community and what you do in Douglas County, as well as I want to know, how do you balance it all, because it sounds like you are involved in so much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of time blocking, a lot of time management. I'm a pro, as you can tell. So have to be a pro at time management because things can get away from you real quick.
Yes.
But if it's important to you, what do they say? You'll make time for what's important to you. So I definitely have made time to serve my community very well.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit of what Beyond the Front Porch is all about.
Okay, so Beyond the Front Porch is all about educational field trips. So on the second Saturday of every single month for the last 6 years, we've taken students and their parents on educational field trips to different places throughout Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee.
Wow.
So we want to remove any type of obstacles that the families may have to have these type of experiences.
Okay.
Most of the children that we serve, they're on free and reduced lunch.
Okay.
So, you know, something as simple as going to the zoo in Atlanta may create hardship, especially if they have more than one child in their family. So we provide the transportation, a 56-passenger motor coach. So every month we leave from Arbor Place Mall, taking a 56-passenger motor coach.
Do you partner with someone with this, or?
As far as
The
sponsorships?
coach. Yes, as far as the motor coach.
Well, we have a very good motor coach company that's been
Okay.
with us for the last 2 years.
We'll give them a plug.
Southeastern Stages. See,
Yes.
Kim Dooley. So Kim Dooley with Southeastern Stages. They've been with us for the last 2 years.
Okay.
They have, you know, they've provided us with great transportation to and from, great drivers, great experience. And in some cases, the field trip wasn't the big deal for the students, being on a 56-passenger motor coach with a bathroom and DVD players.
Wow.
That was the big experience for some of the kids that have gone with
That's
us.
special, though,
It
because
is.
some of them don't get to have that experience. The
Right.
majority of them probably don't get to have that
They've
experience.
been on school buses.
Wow.
That's it.
So this was a special privilege and
This
treatment
is
for them.
special privilege, special treatment. So any child that has an experience with Beyond the Front Porch, we are going to go top notch. People have asked me, well, why don't you scale back some because of funding and use school buses? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to treat them like they're top of the line, like they are, and we're going to make sure that our children, you know, just have the best experience possible with going with us.
So what schools do you connect with? Is it all
Anybody
schools,
that
or?
can go to Arbor Place Mall. Okay, so
Really?
not only do we serve Douglas County, but we also serve Carroll, Paulding, South Cobb, South Fulton. We've even had some families come as far as you know, Stone Mountain out there just to go with us because, again, we go to places like Tennessee Aquarium, the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, Warner Robins
You go all
Aviation
out.
Center. So, yes,
Yes.
we go all out.
Yes.
And, again, that's an experience for our families to have.
Now, if somebody wants to get connected or get involved to help serve with you, what would they need to do for that?
Well, because parents are, well, not parents, but an adult is required to come with the kids. Most people that want to serve with us, they want to go on the field trips.
Okay.
But, you know, we promote family engagement.
Okay.
First.
Oh, I love that.
So with
I love
promoting
that.
family engagement, we've already seen the studies that say that, you know, children are more successful when they have their immediate family or extended families attend and be part of the process with them. So
Okay.
that's what we really hone in on. Most of our volunteers, they set up tables for us at different festivals.
Okay.
They help us get the word out. I call them our street team.
Okay.
So our street team that goes to schools, go to PTA meetings, go to churches,
Okay.
go to other peer youth groups and organizations, because there's a lot of Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops that don't have the resources to take their troop members out the way that we do. So they use us
They piggyback
as
off
an
of you.
avenue
Awesome.
to take those students.
Now, when you do have volunteers that come in and serve, do they have to go through like a screening process?
Well, I mean, everybody has to have a background check just
Okay.
because we are working with,
Exactly.
underage children. So we
Yes.
want to make sure that there's no, any type of crimes, any type of, sexual misbehavior,
Yes.
things of that nature. We want to make sure our children are safe, our families are safe, and we make sure that everybody that's part of the process is there to push our kids forward.
I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. So
yeah.
tell me a little bit, how did this even come about? Where did this vision beyond the front porch come about?
I love telling the story about Beyond the Front Porch because, as you read in my bio, I've been in the financial services industry for years, for a number of years, and there came a time that one of our larger banks decided that they were going to reorganize, and I decided, hey, this is my opportunity to do what I love. They say if you do what you love, it'll never be work. Well, one of the incentive for me when they used to push me for production and production and production was time off. I wanted time off because I had 3 children and we always had family day.
Yeah.
So family day was our chance to go somewhere that we've never been and hang out the whole day and, come back home.
Wow.
And I asked my daughter, if she was in the 6th grade when Beyond the Front Porch was founded, I asked her when was the last time she went on a field trip with her school, and she said the 3rd grade.
Wow.
And I said, oh, you know what? We can put this together for our community and we can go on field trips every month and make sure that those people who can't afford to go, make sure that there's a way that they can go.
So you had a vision, you had a thought, and you decided to believe in that thought, and you decided to walk it out and achieve it. And I love it. And you are actually impact. You don't realize just by doing those gestures of just taking that step, how many lives that you're impacting, families that you're impacting.
Yes, I've made so many friends. I've watched so many children grow up. I've been in the mall. I've been at schools, career days, and had kids to come up to me and give me a hug, and they remembered a field trip that they went on years before.
That's priceless.
So I get to see kids graduate, go to college, and I mean, it's been 6 years. We're walking into our 7th year. So I am very, very proud of what we've been able to create.
So let me ask you this. How do you balance it all? Because, with the holidays, especially everything going on throughout the year and things happening, how do you balance, with everything that you're involved in? How do you keep that family time going?
A very good calendar.
A very good calendar. Keep everything documented.
Everything. So I live by my calendar, and everybody knows if it doesn't get on my calendar, it's not going to get done.
Okay.
And I always say that not only am I the only child, I'm a Leo, and I'm type A. Okay. So I write lists inside of lists inside of lists. Yes. So I'm constantly thinking of how we can do things better. And our supporters and our participants, they're very important to us.
Okay.
So I have to make sure that, if somebody calls with a question, I have to get back to them. If I have to make arrangements for, something to happen later on down the line, then I have to make sure that, I get back with and I follow through. So I always say that your reputation is very important. So you have to make sure that you get back with people and connect with people and follow up with people.
That's
all
amazing.
The time.
That's amazing.
And keep a good calendar.
So does your family still stay connected and help?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My oldest son, he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
Just came from Portugal, and we did a Facebook, video over the phone, and he had on his Beyond the Front Porch shirt.
I love
my
it.
daughter that's at University of West Georgia is right down the street. She still comes back and help me, by going on some of the field trips.
That is
so,
awesome.
Yeah,
That is
my
awesome.
family is very involved. My mom writes all the thank you letters.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
a real
Oh,
family
yeah.
affair.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
tell us how people can get in touch with you if they want to actually, use your services,
Yes,
or if they
yes.
want to participate and volunteer, or just connect to get more information about you. How can they
Yes.
look into the camera to let them know?
So I'm going to let you know that you can find out all the information about Beyond the Front Porch at beyondthefrontporch.org. So beyondthefrontporch.org, that's where you can get most of your information from us. We do have our 2019 calendar of events. So if you want these at your churches, if you want them at your schools, independent schools, daycares, we have this information out there so that the families can get them, because, again, they're free for the students as long as they're on free and reduced lunch. We have a Facebook page, so Beyond the Front Porch on our Facebook page, and we also have a Twitter handle, so at Beyond the Front P, because at the time we created the Twitter handle, you had those character limitations. So, we have a lot of different ways. Telephone number, 470-729-3988. Again, 470-729-3988, and that's how you reach Beyond the Front Porch.
I love it. And your earrings.
Yes.
Those are so cute, because you said those are your logo.
Yes, these are our logos, so you'll see on our, we have kites. So Leanne Mesher-Smith, she's one of our local artists here in Douglasville. She actually made these for me for our 3rd year anniversary, so I proudly wear them. And
well, I am so excited because, I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and I'm very involved in the community. And my next guest that'll be on later on the show, she'll be sharing what we do in Greenville. But I would love to get with you and connect with you here, to get more information, and also get a plug into people that I know that service the community, and maybe you can do some partnerships with them. I would love that.
And we do have vision partners that donate.
Okay.
$25 a month or $50 a month, and that's what allows the kids to go for free, along with our other sponsors.
That's amazing.
That provide transportation and lunch.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
You can stay to the end, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, we're going to grab everybody back at the end, and I'm going to do some final thoughts and let you share a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
All right. Everyone, this is Robin Shockley. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to have a very special young lady who's going to come on and share with us a special poem and tell her little story, Miss Janae. back to Focus Forward with Robin. I'm Robin Shockley, and we are here in Douglasville, Georgia at the Regina Sunshine Global Network, and I have a very special guest with me. I met her a couple of weeks ago. This is Miss Janae Kanu.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
welcome. We're so glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. And you know what? I'm going to read a little bit about you so the viewers will know who you are, okay?
Okay.
All right. Miss Janae is a beautiful girl with a big heart and a bright spirit that genuinely cares about making the world a better place. A natural and talented child actor and model, Janae has immersed skills with abilities to play comedic and dramatic roles. From a small age, Janae has desired to bring a loving and positive presence to the entertainment industry, as well as help others in need to create the positive change within society. Pursuing her passion, Janae entered to compete at the National Discovery Spotlight Showcase in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I'm from. For acting and modeling, and became a finalist at her first competition. Wow. She is an honor roll student. Janae has been the lead in school plays, attended her peer leadership conferences, modeled on runway shows, and even became vice president of her school 2 years ago. Janae is well on her way to achieving her dream to becoming a positive leading force in the entertainment industry. Welcome. This is so exciting that you're here. When I met you a couple of weeks ago, we had the Awesome Girl Awards, and you were honored.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel so special. I felt like I was like a celebrity. I just felt so special. I just never felt so special in my life.
Oh, well, that's how Miss Regina works. Regina Sunshine Robinson, she is the bomb. She makes everybody feel special, whoever she comes in contact with. So it was such an honor to be able to meet you that day. But I want you to tell us a little bit, some of the things that you're doing. You've been in plays?
Yes.
Really? Do you know some of the name of the plays that you've been in?
I have been the woman lead role in my school play last year, The Lion King.
Ooh, I love The Lion King.
When I was in kindergarten going on first grade, we did a play in summer camp of a book called Chrysanthemum.
Okay.
And I was the lead role for that as well.
And tell me, so you do some modeling as well, because you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
You have great poise.
Thank
so
you.
how does it make you feel to get in front of people to model? Do you model clothes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I am a role model. Not necessarily like a role model, but a role model who shows other people how to make yourself feel good by trying on your own style.
I love that.
Clothes.
Yeah, and you walk it the way you want to walk it, right? Awesome. That is great. Well, you have something that you've written. And I would love for you to share this with our viewers. And if you could be a little bit loud in the camera and read it for us.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit about what this message is about.
Okay. So this is a poem called Speak Life. It was written by my mentor, Miss Angela Carswell. And here you go. For a very long time, I didn't know I had a voice. I didn't even think I had a choice. I didn't think I had anything to say until I got on my knees and prayed one day. Speak life were the words that I heard loud and clear, and that's the message why I'm standing here. At once, I realized that I speak life. At once, I recognized my bright inner light. At once, I understood all the answers are in the Word. At once, I accept the God in me needs to be heard. At once, I believe. Faith is measured by a tiny mustard seed. At once, I receive. This assignment is to lead. So pay close attention, because the things I say are true. Speak life because the bright inner light is also in you. Your instructions are in His Word, and the God in you needs to be heard. If you have faith of a tiny mustard seed, you will surely find your voice and lead. Speak life because you do have a voice. Speak life because you do have a choice. I could change my world with the things I say. all because I got on my knees and prayed one day. Speak life with the words that are heard loud and clear. And that's the message why I'm standing here. Speak life.
That is powerful. Kudos to your mentor, and kudos to you for having the voice to share that message. I want to cry. I actually am crying. And the reason why is because, you know what, when I was, how old are you, Janae?
11.
11. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you're like a teenager. When I was your age, I wish I had somebody in my life that shared that information with me to speak life. And for you to share the message about being a mustard seed, you know, and how you can impact somebody and to believe in yourself, I'm so proud of you. And I know your mother and your mentor is very proud of you as well. So what does that poem mean to you?
So actually this poem is not just a poem, it's a movement. We want to make this, we want to turn this into a Speak Life project. And this is for all girls like me, middle school girls, who are developing to find their voice. So as they're developing to find their voice, we want to tell them right now, while we have the chance, to speak life. Because there's power in the tongue.
Amen. Yes.
And you can either speak life or death. And whatever you say, that's most likely to come true. And when you say that, whether good or bad, that depicts on your life. If you were to say, I'm going to ace my math test, you're going to ace your math test. But if you're going to say, I'm going to fail, I'm horrible in math, what's the point of me even trying? You're going to fail. And we want to tell those girls that speak life, because you do have a voice, you do have a choice. So whatever you say, that's a choice that you decide to make.
Wow, that's exactly right. That's powerful. That is so powerful. You do have a choice to speak life. Just like Miss Janae here, this 11-year-old girl, she is speaking life into me. And I'm totally connected by this. And I love it that she said this is not just a poem. This is actually a movement. So if you are going through something right now, and there's some things that you're going through, and you're trying to get out of this pit that you're in, and to know that you've got purpose, start with this. If you have let me ask you this question. If you have friends, and I'm sure you have friends in school,
yes,
and they may be surrounded by people that don't know how to speak life, and they might not have a mentor like you. You know, what would you say into the camera to be an encouragement to the parent that may not know how to speak life into their child that could be your age?
I would say to start with reading the Word and telling your daughter, because speaking life all starts with self-confidence.
Yes.
And when you do that, that boosts up your confidence, so you speak life and you make things come to pass. So when you do that and you speak to your child, your daughter, about this, just tell her that she's beautiful, and tell her that she's pretty, and tell her that she's worth enough. And then you automatically, you just spoke life without you even knowing that. Because then your daughter would feel like, oh yeah, I am worth enough. Oh yeah, I am beautiful. And she starts treating herself that way.
And it's never too late. Maybe you are a mom and your daughter's grown now. And maybe you missed out on that moment of being young like Janae. It's never too late. Go to your child. Let her know that you love her. Let your son know that you love them. And, you know, it starts in the home, and that's how generations are changed, and that's how they're being focused and how they move forward and to speak life. I love it so much, Janae. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Is there anything? Oh, also, I know why you got the Awesome Girl Award, and I know why you actually was your president of your school. That's amazing, because you do show true leadership. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we close out?
How you can contact me is from Facebook or Instagram. Type in positiveartsmovement.com and you'll find us there. Or you can call 678-306-3616 and ask for Tiffany Gray, because that, Yeah, that's where you will find me, and that's how you will get, and that's where you will find my mentor, and that's how you get into the Speak Life project.
Well, Janae, I want to let you know you truly are a girl gifted for God.
Thank
You
you.
have an amazing story, and you've got so much ahead of you. There are so many possibilities, and because your potential is just it's flowing, you know, and you're walking in your purpose and your calling, and I just cannot wait to stay in touch with you, to keep in touch with you, to know more about what God's going to do in your life. And thank you so much for being on the show today.
Anytime.
Yes. This is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward, Robin on the Go. And guys, remember, connect with her mentor and her mother and such, because, you know, they're out there to help you. You know, you may be lonely and you may be unsure about how you can overcome the obstacles that you're facing, you know, in your relationships. This young girl right here shared it from her heart. She shared that what it means to speak life. So, you know, you're never too old. It's never too late. So reach out to her. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to have another guest, but this guest is from Greenville, South Carolina, and her name is Miss Mata Crawford, and she's going to share what she does in the community of Greenville. This is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward Robin, and we are back here in Douglasville, Georgia at the Regina Sunshine Global Network at 4040 Chapel Hill Road. And I have a very special guest today. She is not only just a guest, she's one of my closest and dearest friends, Miss Tabitha Mata Crawford. Welcome.
Hi, love. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Me
you
too.
look fabulous.
Yeah, you do too.
Thank you, dear.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to read a little bit about her because this woman has got it going on. She is doing so much in the community. Tabitha Mata Crawford is a native of Greenville, South Carolina. She is a community advocate, leader, and business owner. Ms. Crawford feels that her purpose in life is to serve others with gifts granted, which she does through Single Parents in Need, SPIN, a nonprofit organization that she founded and has directed since 2014 to serve the residents of Greenville, South Carolina. SPIN was developed to encourage, assist, and educate single parents to increase their ability to build stronger families. Ms. Crawford is also the sole owner of several businesses under the capital company Queendomship, LLC, such as Mata's Manna, Natural Skincare, and Hair Care, which developed and produced all natural hair care and skincare products specializing in eczema, paralysis, and other skin issues. Just My Flow accessories, which I'm wearing today, and it is for sale. And she also bringing unique handcrafted African jewelry and accessories today to this fashion world. She's the host of A Moment with Mata. It's a show that informs and educates on personal and community issues, co-founded and directed of Positive Changes, transitional housing for women, providing community living for working single women. Ms. Crawford plans for moving forward is to expand Queendomship to own and operate self-sustaining companies, well assisting others in living their dreams, but more importantly, continuing service to her community. Ms. Crawford is also pursuing a personal career in acting and modeling, having recently been chosen as an understudy for a stage play for the main supporting character and auditioning for several local TV commercials. She believes in family and marriage, drug counseling, and criminal justice. She is actually a graduate certificate parent educator of 2016. She graduated of NASHA Business Academy in 2017, graduated certified life coach in 2018, and she graduated certified credit advisor in 2018. And also, this is very exciting, Miss Mata is Miss South Carolina Elite of today's International Women's Pageant. Girlfriend, you have got it going on.
You made me tired.
I made you tired. Mata.
Yes,
This
love.
lady, I love her to death. We have been serving in the community for a few years now, right?
Yes,
We
about
do-
4.5.
Yes, we have been connecting, doing a lot of things, serving the homeless,
Yes.
and ministering to families. And
Yes.
tell us a little bit why you do what you do.
Why I do what I do?
Yes.
I do what I do because 47% of our population is led by single parent households.
Okay.
My grandmother was a single parent, my mom was a single parent, I was a single parent, and my daughter is a single parent.
Okay.
So I don't want people to look at being a single parent as a generational curse.
Okay.
Because those were my generational strengths.
Wow.
And
That's powerful.
Well, my grandmother was a strong woman to be able to raise children after her husband died. And for whatever reason we become single parents, we have to find the strength to take care of those little ones all by ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
And people sometimes see that single parents are, they feel that single parents are people that don't have partners.
Okay.
But a lot of single parents have partners. A lot of single parents are married.
Okay.
But being a single parent means that you're single-handedly raising children, whether you're partnered up or not. And that population has a certain specification of challenges that we face every day.
Yeah.
You know, but then if you're a single parent and you're alone, say you have 2 kids and one of them gets sick. 1 week. You have to take a couple of days off of work.
Okay.
The next week, the other child is contagious and the other child gets sick.
Yes.
And you take a couple of days off of work. Well, what people don't realize is that if you take a couple of days off this week, you take a couple of days off next week, the following week you don't have a job. That's the only family income that you have. So you don't have a partner to back you up and say, okay, well, I can get it this time, you know, we'll catch up later. It's that you don't have a job, and a lot of my parents become homeless because they're the only one that's surviving and providing and supporting and educating, and they need that support. So so I've been doing this a long time, but what I've seen is that there needed to be a resource hub.
Okay.
There needed to be support. There needed to be education on staying a person and not losing yourself in being a parent, but being a great parent with education and community support. Basically building a village and a support team.
Okay.
So my volunteers are called the villagers.
Yes,
So
and I'm one of them.
she is one of my super villagers. So when you come and help spin, you become a super village. You become a villager. Whether you volunteer up to 100 hours, once you pass 100 hours, or you have done something very significant that touched a lot of families, then you become a super villager. There's a lot of super villagers in Greenville that care about our parents and understand the challenges that they face. And I just connect people with the people that they need in their life to help support and sustain them and their family.
You know, I can speak and I can vouch for her because, one, because she's a personal friend, but I've been hands-on, like she said, with her in the community, and she really speaks volume in life, and people relate and connect with her. One of the things that you do is the moment with Mata, right?
Yes.
Yes, and she's pretty transparent on some of those because she says things that people don't always like. Tell us how that come about.
Well, a moment with Montauk came about 5 or 6 years ago when I started to see things in the community when I was in the work field.
Okay.
And a lot of young people were reaching out to me about different issues in their life, and I just wanted to speak life into them.
Okay.
You know, and so this was my way, and I was like, okay, so I just talked to this young lady that was having an issue. I wanted to speak life into her, and I did.
Okay.
But somebody else could benefit from this.
Okay.
So let me go to my car. I set my camera up. I put a message out, and people responded to it. So a lot of people said, please don't stop. I drank my coffee in the morning to it was Mata's Madness.
Okay.
Because I always say there's a method to the madness. You may not understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, but there's a method to the madness, and I have to do it my way.
Okay.
So, and then here lately, someone said you should start back doing the videos. So I wanted, and everybody knows me as Mata in the community. And I want you to feel like you're sitting on my couch and I'm your auntie or your grandmother or your sister that you're talking to. And I want to relate information and conversation to things that really affect us in life. A lot of talk shows don't do that.
And you know what? You have a story, and I wish we could have the whole show to talk about your story because it's amazing. But if you could just give us a tad bit clipping of why you do what you do. Not just why you do what you do, but actually a brief, we've got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So brief piece of what your story means to you because, you know, you came from not the best life.
Right.
And you chose to move forward. How did you come from your pit to your purpose?
I came from my pit to my purpose with a lot of push.
Okay.
From other women that believed in me.
Okay.
And I promised them that I would always reach back out and pour back out. And I was told that I was a broken vessel at one time. And that's okay to be a broken vessel. When people tell you you're a broken vessel, but God can use you as a broken vessel because full vessels, you know, correct vessels, those perfect vessels, they have to be totally full. Somebody has to tip them over in order for them to pour out.
Yeah.
But if you are cracked already, every time something pours in, something's going to pour out. My story is kind of deep. I won't get into all of it right now, but there were some things that happened in childhood and growing up in adulthood and trying to survive and coming through a whole lot of things that touch a whole lot of people's lives today. And my decision was not to die in it.
Amen. Well, what I'm really impressed by is what you do in the community with SPIN. And so tell us about this event that's going to be coming up and how people can partner with you with what you're doing because the holidays are here, it's Christmas time, and the kids are out of school soon. And you know what? Some of these kids, like it was heard earlier, some of these kids, they don't have, you know, multiple streams of income coming from their families, and they don't even get fed. The only time they get fed is when they're in school. So Mata stepped up to the plate in Greenville County to service the kids. Tell us about what's going to be going on in the next week or so.
Okay, so this is one of the greatest events ever. I mean, you know, because I mean, it's something. It means something to me.
Okay.
One day I was at the filling station above my house. I live in a community where there's like 7 or 8 hotels, and they kind of call them the homeless hotels because people move in them because they don't have a place to live. And people are surprised that so many people live in hotels. Well, don't be surprised, because I have over 100 families that live in those 7 hotels.
Yes, and I've been there.
Yeah, and my thing is that when they're in school, they're fed. They get that nutritious hot meal in school. But over the 2 weeks of Christmas holiday, what do these children do? It's the end of the month. It's the end of the year. Most moms have spent out. And if you have a couple of kids, then that's 3 extra meals per day that you need to provide.
Yes.
If you are getting food stamps, you get $2.40 per day per person.
Yes.
That's not a lot to feed 2 more meals or 3 more meals a day. You're living in a hotel room. You don't have a stove. You have a microwave, and you have a mini refrigerator. You can't go to the store and buy groceries in the traditional way. You can't feed your family in a traditional way.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because this is the 4th annual holiday break lunch program.
Okay.
So we only do it over the Christmas break while the children are out of school. You know, the Christmas break is a big time of the year, and they're out of school for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So this year, we're only going to do it the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday after Christmas, and the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday after New Year's. Why? Because Christmas and New Year fall on a Monday and a Tuesday.
Okay.
So last year we did 12 days because Christmas was on a weekend, and so we took care of that. So I reach out into the community, and I ask people to donate food items, snack items, come in and help us feed the children. I don't do bologna sandwiches, I don't do cheap ham sandwiches, and I don't do peanut butter and jelly, because just like a former person said to me, they are still God's children. And I promise to give God my best. And so when you sacrifice to God, if you're not giving him your best, then how do you expect for him to bring you up and give you his best? So I refuse to give God's people less
I love that.
than what is available. And what is available at my house to my children are full meals.
Yes.
So we do spaghetti dinner, we do chicken sandwich dinners, and it's always a complete nutritious dinner. So we might do spaghetti, corn, and cornbread and a salad.
Yeah.
You know, but people have to come. I need people to come out and volunteer your time. Yes. We meet at White Plains Baptist Church at 9:45.
And that's in Greenville?
That's in Greenville. That is at 803 Stanton Bridge Road, which is off of Anderson Road. That zip code is 29605. I have volunteers come in at 9:45 in the morning.
Okay.
By 11, we have packed 100 to 200 lunches.
We work it. We work it.
Yes, we do. It's a little assembly line that goes down. It's not very fancy, but it works.
Yes.
And we pack the lunches, and we give each set of volunteers a list. They go and knock on the door. They take the plates. And my thing is this. If you're hungry for more, if you're hungry, if your stomach hungry, if you're physically hungry, I can't reach your spirit. So I want to feed your body so I can reach into you and feed your spirit. And so I ask people to come in and be available to pray for people and ask them what else their need is and to be available to them throughout the year.
Awesome, awesome. Well, how can they look in the cameras and tell people how they can get in touch with you, because you have several things going on. So we got about just a few seconds left. If you'll just do that.
You can reach out to me on Facebook under Mata Crawford. That's M-A-T-A Crawford. Spin has a Facebook. It's Spin, S-P-I-N. AKA Single Parents in Need. You can Google us. We're Single Parents of Greenville. So we can be Googled, and we have a web page. You can call me at 864-567-5239. If you would like to do a small donation or become a monthly sponsor, please make those payments to a PayPal account. That's Spin of Greenville SC at gmail.com. That's SPIN of Greenville SC at gmail.com. And I thank you so much, Robin, for having me, girl.
Oh, girl, you know it. I love it. I love what you're doing. I believe in what you're doing. And so I'm just thankful that you were able to travel down here with me to be. We had a good time on the way down, didn't we? Had fun. She's a comedian, too, on top of the things that she does. She had me rolling. But anyway, this is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward Robin, and we are going to take a brief break, and I'm going to have all my guests come back. You can stay, right?
Okay. Yeah,
I know you can because you're with me.
Yeah.
So we're going to come back in just a few moments, and we're going to do a little closeout and have a few words left, okay?
All right.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin, and I am so excited. This has been an amazing show. We've had some amazing topics that we discussed. We talked about family, we talked about single parents, and we talked about speaking life into our youth. And we talked about community service and how we can balance our life and how we can be involved in the community while we're still balanced in our home life. What I'd like to do is I would like for you just to say a brief word of encouragement to our viewers as we get ready to close out. Is there anything positive you want to speak about?
Well, positively for my families, I just want you to remember that children are only children for a short amount of time. So create those memories, and those memories will go with them further in their life than any materialistic thing that's out there.
I love that, because I firmly believe impacting one generation to another by the positive seeds we're sowing today.
Yes.
Because they won't always be around and they won't always be young. I love that. Miss Mata, what would you like to share?
I just want to encourage the single moms, single dads, that build your village. Be a part of the village, build your village, and understand that you are not out here by yourself. You have a whole village of people that want to help you, but the only thing you have to do is just reach out, because we're here.
Amen. Amen. And Miss Janae, what can you say to the moms that are out there, or the aunties or the grandmas, that can be an encouragement to the youth of today?
I would tell you to tell your kids that they're worth enough and they're beautiful. And daughters, you are worth enough. You are beautiful. And parents, it's just never too late to tell them that.
I love that.
That's right.
I love that, guys. Well, this is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin. And you know what? I want to do a plug out also. We have a calendar out. I'm a magazine writer for Bold Plus. So with Bold Favor Media Group and Bold Favor, if you would like to purchase the calendar, I'm actually one of the people that are on the cover, which is really exciting. I stepped out of my comfort to do that. I'm definitely a subject that has came from pit to purpose. But you can reach out to Miss Lynetta Mitchell and Leading Through Living. You can go to their website and you can order your calendar. Miss Mata had a calendar as well. What's the name of it?
This calendar is called All Black Everythings 2019, and it was put together by Miss Jackie from my sister's Keeper Luxury Hair Boutique in Greenville to raise funds for SPIN.
Awesome. And what is so cool about all of this is that everybody's out there grinding, making a difference, and impacting lives. So whether you're doing a business, whether you want to get involved in a business, you have a story. If you want to be connected with me and you want to tell your story, contact me. Again, I'm with Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin. You can reach me on my website, focusforwardrobin.com. We're on Facebook under Focus Forward Robin, and Robin Shockley, and Instagram as well, Robin Shockley. Again, this has been an amazing show, and thank you everyone for tuning in with me today. Don't forget that if you believe a thing, you will achieve it because you think it. Just like all these ladies are doing today.
That's right.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.